To start this tournament, we felt like we wanted to get better, and tonight we did. We had a slow start on Thursday night and felt like we moved the ball better. Our attention to detail was better. It's always great to get a close game that you win, and you have to scrap and find a way. You have to make free throws. You have to get stops. And we weren't perfect by any stretch. I mean, we got a long way to go. We can get significantly better. I thought Syracuse's attack was great. They really had us on our heels. Their guard play caused us problems all game long. Starling was terrific, especially in the middle of the floor, and I thought Bell played his best game that I'd seen him play of this year. So two great guards that we had a hard time covering, but in the end got enough stops. 17 assists to 3 turnovers, I thought ended up being the difference. Just didn't turn the ball over, didn't make a lot of shots, but didn't turn it over and gave ourselves to get a chance to get back and set our defense.
Darian, your just overall thoughts about tonight's game?
Just happy about the team, pulled it out, especially coming off yesterday's game where obviously we wish things would have swung the other way, but I think just the fight of the team to come out in another close game and pull it out was good.
Yeah, unlike last time, you actually pulled off a victory and you managed to get third place. I mean, even though it's not what you kind of expected, how good is it to at least get one victory coming out of the Legends Classic?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, obviously it's not what we wanted necessarily. We wanted to win it all, but I think just coming out excuse me, after the loss and just playing good as a team. We're not shooting as good as we normally do, but I think just finding resilience and stepping up on the defensive end was good.
Coach, you guys allowed 5 threes from Syracuse in the first half. You held them to 1 for 9 in the second half. What just led to the better 3-point defense there in the second half?
Honestly, a couple things. One, they got a few transition baskets and some things that are honestly undisciplined. We just jumped in front of a guy running in transition. One of them we tried to trap after getting the deflection. It was kind of some goofy ones, and then we didn't get matched up one of the first possessions of the game. And they had some actually pretty good looks the second half that I thought they missed, and I wouldn't give us all the credit for that. But we settled in defensively finally. It just taking away threes. We had a hard time with middle ball screen, keeping them out of the paint at times, but as far as closeouts and running them off the line and being physical on all those handoffs and making those guards dribble inside the paint, we did a better job of that.
Coach, compared to what you saw on film from Syracuse defensively, how do you think they played you guys tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I watched quite a bit of their film from last year and watching it this year. They got an active group. They're getting better. You can see there's a lot of ownership to that side of the ball. I think they got some young guys that'll continue to grow with that. You could see some of those younger guys don't quite understand exactly what they want to get. But definitely feels like there's a pretty significant improvement in regards to their man defense, and it starts with the ability to guard the ball, and they've got a good plan.
Coach, last night we talked about the rebounding versus the three-point shooting, and tonight the story was reversed. But the one really impressive stat I see is 17 assists, 3 turnovers. So could you speak to that?
Yeah, Elijah Hawkins didn't play well that first night here. And we just challenged him, met with him this morning, and just challenged him to let the game come to him and try to get to the next action and continue to move the ball. And honestly, if we'd have made some of those threes that we took that he had assists, I think he'd have had a double-double. And so I thought he was tremendous today, just making the right play, getting to the next action, didn't over-dribble the possession, and 11 points and 6 assists and only 1 turnover, and then going 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He's actually a really good three-point shooter. And so for him to go 2 for 4 from 3, I think that's something that we can expect from him. And that, to me, what felt like the difference in the game was his composure, and thought he played better.
Could I ask a follow-up to Darian? You've had solid games all year. I'd say probably your best effort was Pine Bluff up until tonight. I would no insult to Arkansas Pine Bluff, but Syracuse is definitely a tick up in competition. So do you feel like do you feel like this was your best game of the season? And do you feel like you're improving personally?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm improving personally, but my favorite game of the year was when I had 11 assists. That was my favorite personal game because that was a career high for me. But happened yesterday, I was motivated to play good today, so that will play a big part in it.
Okay.
We'll wrap up right here.
Coach, that inbound play underneath, that's me right here, that inbound play underneath the basket was a real momentum changer with the slam dunk. Was that Darian? Who had that play?
I'd say he had a
Was
dunk
it-
in
Tried
transition.
to throw
Congrats,
it.
man. That's true. He did have a dunk. No, we've got a tremendous staff. I mean, D5 will tell you that. I mean, Jeff Linder and Chris Nottingham have been drawing up some great actions, and we continue to get better on that end. Coach AC, Coach B, Coach Barnwell. I mean, we just got a great staff, and those guys drew that up out of the timeout, and obviously it was a great pass to JT Toppin for the dunk at the rim.
And one other thing, there was a big discrepancy in foul shots. Before they started fouling you at the end of the game, I saw 28 attempts for them with 24 foul shots made, and you guys had 13 attempts with 11 foul shots made. And you seem very frustrated about a little bit of a lopsided officiating in this game. Were you?
No, I probably just got an upset look. That's how ugly I am. So it's part of it. We just no. I mean, we expected a great physical game, and we got it, and we're thankful for the win.